Chink, buddy.
Uh,
You ready, dog?
I don't know, dog.
Need a quote-unquote drink your water?
That was actual water.
uh,
I don't know, dog. I'm like real sleepy or I'm drained or some shit.
so, you're high right now, right? Like, or you're completely sober?
No, I'm buzzing. I'm buzzing.
Ah, okay.
I'm taking a couple hits.
So, you told me how to do stuff, right? Like there's like questions I should write down, and then sometimes I should like wing it.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't ask me to talk about myself.
What?
Yep.
This is literally all about you, dog.
Nope. Don't tell me to talk about myself.
Why you gotta? Why? Why could be an N-word, dude.
Ow.
Well, I'm just gonna do it the opposite, okay? Cause the last two sort of worked out. I'm sort of getting better. All right.
Well, just go with whatever you feel comfortable with, or whatever you're doing.
You as my guest, I want you to like answer the questions as comfortable as you can. But if you feel like I guess you can't answer something or you don't want to answer something, then I'll just cut out the question. Since I'm not doing this live. I guess
I'm just doing some red bit while doing this.
Yeah, you could fidget. Let's start with your name. What is your name?
My name is Khalil Dre Panteah Esquire the Third.
Okay, yeah. Do you wanna? So your last name is Panteah, right? But we call you Pantene. Do you wanna?
Indeed.
Do you wanna tell your story on that? Like how?
I got the nickname from my dumbass cousin. There's a popular viner at the time named Marlon Webb. He used to make vines about watermelon. And in one of those vines, he was like, "She showers with Pantene, but I have watermelon to keep me clean." And ever since that video came out, that was his favorite video. And ever since then, he just started calling me Pantene. And the name just kind of stuck with me until now.
Yeah. Ever since that one day when we played zombies, it was me, you, Lorenzo, and your cousin. Started calling you Pantene. Let me turn off my phone.
Because that's what he introduced me as. And y'all thought that was my real last name.
Yeah, I thought it was your real first name, if anything.
Shit,
And then,
I'd be vibing.
then we tried calling you Khalil and Dre, and you got all uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Usually, the people that only really call me by my name is like my family that I live with. Like even at school, they most of the time they don't call me Khalil. They call me Dre, my middle name. So when I hear my first name, I get scared. I think I'm in trouble.
Wait, hold up. That'd be my padre.
Padre.
Yeah.
El Padre.
Alright, let's go some over stuff that I guess I've known you for. Oh, I heard that was a loud echo. So you smoke, right? Well, yeah, it was in the very beginning.
Indeed.
Is there any, I guess real reason why you smoke? Other than to get, I guess, fucked up?
I don't know. I just kind of grew up with it, I guess. Like my brother smoking stuff, and at first I didn't think I was gonna get into it until some of my friends started getting into it. Then, they told me to just try it one time. I experimented it. I was slumped. And being the lazy person I am, I enjoyed being slumped. Made me fall asleep easy, and I was just vibing. I was just chilling. So I tried it a couple more times, and I more or less got the same results.
Yeah, I think
Let's see.
the first time I got fucked up was that one day with I guess the last time I visited with Lorenzo and shit.
Mhm.
That experience, I thought I was gonna die.
Yeah, it's a little scary once you over push it, and it's quite shameful that you over pushed it the first time. It gives you a first bad experience, but
Yeah, they kind of clowned on me for that.
but I didn't have my first like bad experience until I was a good into it. Maybe
Mhm.
I was I'd smoked before this, and I was kind of used to it. But
Uh
it
huh.
was when my friends were trying to give me edibles, and we just kept smoking one after another, and my ass saw the room spinning. I thought I was sideways. Turns out I wasn't even sitting right.
Shit, you're sitting upside down.
Sitting upside down, fucking toes on the wall. Scary moment that.
I think I almost like my experience, like my first bad experience. I almost like I was like constantly like about to like throw up and like stuff like that.
Yeah, that do have you feeling like that, especially if you haven't eaten before that.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. Do you want to talk about school? You fine with school?
Uh, sure. Well, I mean, nothing really interesting happened in like this year when I went to Cesar Chavez. It's a small ass school. I
Let's talk
ditched a lot,
about.
but it.
I guess let's just talk about the school where you I guess knew everybody, and then I guess moving schools.
I mean, dropping out of schools
Yeah. Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I dropped out. That was the story. I didn't move school. No, I dropped out and I had to relocate.
Can't be. Yeah. Yeah. Let's start with middle school, where you I guess you knew everybody and stuff like that.
Yeah. Middle school. It was pretty weird. First year, I was a complete loner. I was kind of a nerd, but who
Oh
really
yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
in middle school unless them real popular kids that the cool ones that knew the middle schoolers in fifth grade. But when I showed up at school, I didn't really know much, but it was it was good to know that my cousin, the one that I was talking about earlier,
Mhm.
was there. He was going to the school, and I seen him. He was in two of my classes, and so we started hanging out together a lot, talking and whatnot. It's just the two of us,
Mhm.
and
Wait.
he had made friends with this small kid named Brandon. Oh,
Mhm.
go ahead. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Well, haven't you been friends with Ramsey since you were little?
Yeah, I have been friends with Ramsey since I was little, since I was 4. Actually, we used to go to the same daycare.
Uh huh.
We've known each other forever. Still know each other. Still talk to each other. And
Yeah.
now we're almost seniors.
Yep. That's actually pretty crazy. I don't know
That is
anyone
crazy.
from way back when who's like stuck around that long.
I don't think he's stuck around by choice. I didn't stick around by choice, but it was just kind of, we always just ended up, near the same place, and so we were just like, fuck it, what up? So,
Was
but
he
in
around in
middle
middle school?
school, yeah. See, when we were real good friends in daycare, when we went to daycare with each other,
Mhm.
up until he moved to the other side of the city, saying he had to change daycares and whatever. And when he moved, I thought I'd never see him again. I'll be completely honest with you. But he ended up going to the same elementary school as I did. But
Mhm.
he was in a co-ed learning. I can't speak Spanish, so I was just in my English classes, and he was on the other side of the building in his Spanish and English classes,
Mhm.
and we didn't really interact much because I guess they just didn't like mixing them. They got confused or something. I don't know, but we never really interacted with those folks.
Mhm.
No offense, but
Yeah. Nah, nah, you
uh,
good.
But then,
We're literally
so
racist
we
to
didn't
every
really.
other race, and even including
Yes,
our own.
that is true. He do be spitting facts. But we didn't really talk much during elementary school. Like we knew each other, we would say hi every now and then just because we used to go to the same daycare.
Mhm.
But we didn't really talk much, and we went all through elementary school just talking every now and then when we pass each other or whatever.
Mhm.
And going into middle school, we knew each other, but we didn't know like the present person. Like
Mhm.
we knew the old past little kid that we used to play with, but we didn't know like the sixth grader that is going into middle school. So I didn't really talk to him. Plus, I didn't have any classes with him, so I didn't really have any interaction with him. But when Victor introduced Brandon, this is
Mhm.
little kid named Brandon. Uh, Brandon was friends with Ramses, coincidentally, and brought Ramses with him into the group since Ramses knew me, and from there that was our small little 4-man group. For
Mhm.
like all of sixth grade, it was most like we had people come and hang with us every now and then, but it was just us four mainly.
Wait. Didn't you say you met Wilson because he was reading like a like a porno magazine through like up like another book?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Uh, and like going into seventh grade, that's when the group sort of expanded.
Mhm.
From the four of us, there's this fat kid named Miguel.
Mhm.
Uh, he joined us, and he was like another Ramses, but he was bigger than Ramses.
Ramses got
So
outclassed.
yeah, if you think Ramses is a unit, just wait till you see Big Miguel. Man, he's a whole unit. And at the time, parkour was the shit. Everybody
Yeah.
wanted to do parkour because it looked so dope.
Uh huh.
So we used to run around campus, and like they had these like decorations and stuff up, like benches and these like weird ledges they have in the front.
Mhm.
And we used to run around the school, and we used to just try and free run over everything. We got in trouble so many times for that. But Miguel, he was a unit, and he'd keep going with us, man. He was a fast fat boy, dude. When he got booking it, he got booking it.
Did you say Ramses struggled to do all the four car stuff? So he, like, the most he would do is like go over like a bench or something.
Yeah, he'll try his best to go over benches, but over walls and stuff he'll run around. He wasn't very good at it. Miguel though, he used his weight to his advantage. He
Mhm.
didn't vault over stuff. Nah, he rolled.
He rolled over. Damn.
If there was anybody that happened to be sitting on the other side of that bench that he didn't see, they would have died. He would have
Boom.
crushed them.
Dunzo.
Dunzo. Lights out. Never coming on again. And then I got put into a gardening class.
Mhm.
It was supposed to be like some like community class where we were supposed to help out the school. In reality, they just put us to work in the garden,
Yeah.
and there's this big ass ditch in on the side of the school,
Mhm.
and in the ditch it was just full of weeds, rocks, broken glass, needles,
Yeah.
just stuff, everything, trash. And they put us seventh graders. He wasn't even in there. He didn't want to go in there. They unlocked the gate after however long, and they sent us in to go pull weeds and clear trash.
Mhm.
And my whole first semester was getting to know the people in my class, and that's when my group started to expand more. Like, because I met my friend Javier, Daniel, uh, who else? Another Miguel, Edwin, Wilson was in that class. That's where I caught him, and so we were all in the same class. And I mean, it kind of did make sense because we were all like, I guess the mischievous bunch. Oh,
Mhm.
Ramses was in that class too, and so since we were just always outside working the fields,
Mhm.
we got to know each other pretty good, and I'm still friends with him now. Well, sorta.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Yeah, but so We cleared all the weeds out of that ditch, all the trash, needles, glass, whatever it was. And once that was done, they had us building the ditches or digging the ditches, and it took us like 2 weeks to build one long ass trench from one end to the other with other like little side things where the water can go off to. And the whole time too, the fucking teacher is not even with us in the ditch.
Drop my papers off.
Oh, all right. All right. So the teacher isn't even in there with us. The teacher is off doing whatever he wants to. He just comes, checks on us every now and then. He's, "You guys doing all right?" "Yeah, all right." And then he'll walk off. He'll go do something, whatever he wants on campus.
Damn.
And he had us locked in there. He put the lock on the fucking gate. I don't know. The more I think about it, the more I realize I was just a young slave.
Yeah.
Out here working the fields, man, picking cotton.
If you needed the bathroom, you had to do it in the ditch.
Yeah, man, you had to go find the secluded corner where the road couldn't see you because it's right next to the main road.
Oh shit,
People are
dude.
driving by honking at us and shit like we're some type of tourist attraction.
Please, take a picture of that.
Please, look over there! Look over! It's the
Still
dark boys!
Still
Look at
slave children.
But we did actually advise a way to escape from the ditch. So there was it was a little hole that somebody could fit through, and it was like where water ran through. So if it rained, it wouldn't clog up behind the science buildings. And it was a gutter. That's what they're called. A gutter came down and through the bottom of the fence of the fence leading towards the garden. And we used to send the small people through the fucking little hole and go run and get the keys from where he put them, and they'd open the gate for us. This school really raised me wrong. It got me doing something wrong. But after a whole semester of working and pulling weeds, digging ditches, planting crops.
Did you ever get to finish it?
Yeah, we did. We finished all of it. We put like all the rocks together, like to where it looked nice, and the ditches were nice and deep, and the crops were planted. We didn't get to get any of the crops, but we planted them.
I guess it really was a slave trade, dog.
It was, dog. I worked for free. I worked for my freedom. It was my last period too. So right after we got done working our hours, they let us go home. I got my freedom. I'm a free man.
Has Ramses always been that loud and obnoxious? Like even like back then?
As a kid, he wasn't really loud or obnoxious until I'd say around 7 years old. 7 years old. He turned into a little shit. And in elementary school, he was loud and obnoxious. He was that dumb kid that would do anything for 25 cents.
Wow.
And I mean this with all due respect, because Ramsey's the homie. But after elementary school, going into middle school, he was still loud and obnoxious, but he got more stubborn, is what I should say. Now he wouldn't. Hey, Ramsey, go do this. No. And he's still like that until now.
Yeah,
you know?
I know firsthand how he is.
But he was a lot more able to convince back in the day. You used to give him food, man. He's the typical fat kid. Man, you offer him a Twinkie, man, he'll be like, "Oh shit, I'll do it." And go ahead.
It's crazy because I've actually never officially met him in real life, but it feels like I know everything about him now, and I don't know, it's just weird to me.
Yeah, man, that do be weird. You need to get your ass over here.
It was like that one post I saw where it's like it was just two dudes who like played like for many years and years, and then one dude was getting married and he invited the other dude, and when they like officially met, he said like it was like he said it was like talking to like family that you've like haven't seen in a long time. I don't know.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you do know how he looks through photos and video chats.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy that you guys have never met once and you've known each other for like, what, 3 years?
Yeah, about 3 years. Honestly, I mean this like honest to God, I honestly thought when I first heard his voice he was like a white ginger with like freckles and shit. I don't know. With the name Ramses too, I thought that was just some fat white kid.
When I first heard like Lorenzo's voice, I did not expect him to look at all how he looked. He's some tall, white Afro kid.
Yeah. I thought you
really
were
did
some. I thought you were some like very mature like Mexican kid who hated everything.
I was real quiet when I first met you.
Yeah, you're quiet all the time when we go into the game chat or when you like have someone like we don't really know in a party.
No.
I guess that wraps it up. Okay. Do you want to talk about I guess girls? Cause I know you go ham on girls, dude.
Not recently. I've tried to stop my hoeing,
Yeah.
but yeah, I have been known as a hoe.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Do you want to go over that, or do you want to go to the beginning, or do you just don't want to cover it? It's cool if you don't want to cover it.
Well, I don't really know where to start.
Do you want to, I guess, go over your wrestling, or?
Oh, well,
'Cause
I met her in the 6th grade.
Mhm.
She was in my science class. She was really weird. She was like real. How do I put this? Like yippy. Like you could just walk up behind her and poke her on the shoulder or something, and she'll jump up and she'll like freak out and whatever. And she's always like high pitched voice, talking type stuff.
Mhm.
And
How I remember you said you said you were a nerd, and I remember you said you were at a table, and I guess you were talking about Pokemon and.
oh yeah, and she came up and she started showing me her Pokemon cards, and I was like, oh shit's getting real. Shit, where my deck at? Hold up, nah, she ain't gonna pull up on me. But I did get caught lacking, cause I used to think people that walked around with Pokemon with their Pokemon cards were like considered like nerds. And going into middle school, last thing you want to be is the nerd.
The nerd.
You think you're
A
gonna
nerd,
get bullied.
the nerd.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the nerd. You don't want to be. You can be a nerd, but you can't be the nerd. And I thought everyone was like, if I would have brought Pokemon cards, they would have like shunned on me, fucking whipped me or some shit. And because like in elementary school, I was real into Pokemon, and I used to bring. Shh. But I was really into Pokemon when I was in elementary school, and I used to bring around my deck of cards, thinking to myself, I might get challenged at any moment. I cannot lose at whatever
I cannot
cost.
lose.
And let me tell you, I did not get challenged once. That was very disappointing. I'm very disappointed, and my day is ruined.
You didn't get pulled up on. You
There's the
knew
one time.
you didn't want to be caught lacking, and no one pulled up on you.
Oh, I should have started catching people lacking. I did used to fight my friends a lot though.
Did you ever get back at her with the cards?
Yeah, I did. Matter of fact, she took a whole like tin of Pokemon cards from me. That kind of sucks because I like that tin of Pokemon cards. They weren't my best, but they looked pretty.
How did I guess when was it that you I guess having her around sort of like clicked? Like I guess how'd you know that I guess in your head at the time was like did you say to yourself shit I gotta she's the one or whatever like I gotta get with this girl.
To be honest, it didn't really like click. Like, it wasn't like the movies where I'm just like at some point I snap and I'm like, yo, this is it, chief. Nah, I just kind of like, so we were cool for a while, and people were always telling me to do it because apparently they thought she had something for me. So I was like, all right, fine, I'll do it. I'll try it. I'm lonely.
I'm lonely.
And so I went and tried it, and I asked her out, and she said yeah, and I was like, oh, well, shit, I didn't think I'd get this far. All right then.
What the hell do I do now?
Exactly. It's like you just don't know what to do after that. So after I got there, I just kind of went with it, and I got to know her better.
You were with her for like a long time, right? Well, I know this, but I guess for everyone else.
Yeah, about almost 2 years. A year and like 9 months.
How'd you guys make it work for so long? Especially like as like when you're like so young.
Hold up.
Should I save right now just in case? I'm gonna save right now. Let me start the timer again. Resume. Alright. Do you want a reminder of what we're talking about, or do you know?
Yeah, I do need a reminder.
So, you dated for a long time. The question was, how did you make it last for so long, especially at a young age?
I don't really know. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Like, I can't tell you the secrets to love. I've done this a lot, but I'm still no master at it. Oh, believe me. Oh, Lord, believe me. But I don't know. I think it just depends on the people. You just need you need to be compatible. And if you can't just work with how things flow, then it's gonna be harder to put the effort into, to keep it interesting. To spice it up, make sure things don't get boring. Someone don't end up cheating, or you guys just don't want to be with each other anymore. And you just gotta be, you gotta be faithful too. You can't be the one cheating, because then, you can try and play it off like, you can try and hide it, but it ain't gonna go well. Everybody talks, especially the girls. Everybody talks.
Yeah.
And especially if you're not telling the person you're cheating on somebody with to, not tell anybody, then word's gonna get around, and they're gonna find you out. And it's just not a good idea to just play everything until it all blows up in your face.
See, I've never, I guess, cheated on someone, and I think I've been cheated on. I want to think that. I don't really know how that feels. And actually, I hope.
For the better.
Yeah,
For the better.
I hope I never get to feel that ever. But so what I've gathered is that you have to be like she has like this other person that you're with has to be like your best friend and a lover.
Yeah, basically, it's the combo deal. The combo deals are always better. Why have a best friend and a lover when you can have a best friend and lover? Aha.
Exactamundo.
But
And
yeah, we just, I don't know, it just kind of flowed. Like we were both like I get like I said, we were nerds. We like introduced each other with Pokemon cards,
mhm.
and we've had Pokemon battles before, and we knew each other for a while. And it's like, I don't know, it just flowed. It kind of went naturally. You shouldn't have to force it. Like, yeah, you can put in effort, but once you realize that you're putting in too much effort, that's way too much effort. Then.
Mhm.
You shouldn't realize that you're putting in a whole lot of effort, that you're trying really hard. If you get to the point where you're like, damn it, what is there that I'm doing wrong? Then it's just not compatible. You guys just can't flow unless you change something and you guys talk stuff out, then it'd just be best to move on.
And uh, you treated her like a queen, right? Like you did everything for her, right?
Yeah, I tried to.
And I guess not all things work out as they should, right? Like I it
Yeah,
should
you
really
should.
it should really go both ways. Like, if you're gonna treat someone like a queen, she has to treat you like a king. I know that sounds a bit cliche, and I sent goosebumps down my arms, but it's true. It's true. I don't think it should work both. I mean, I think it should work both ways.
Yeah, but at the same time, I also think it was my fault because I spoiled her. I tried to spoil her. It was my intention. And now that I've gone through a relationship where I've spoiled somebody to the point where they don't like feel like they have to give it back,
Mhm.
and then because once that happens and they feel like they don't have to give nothing back, it's gonna end up getting boring because they're gonna get used to being, just smothered with love and getting spoiled. And that's exactly what happened. I spoiled her and she stopped giving the effort back. And I realized that, but like an idiot, I thought to myself that maybe I'm not doing enough. So I tried
Mhm.
to do more, and she just kept taking it and taking it. And before I realized it, she was bored with me,
And
and she had broken up with me. And that
yeah,
was money I'd lost, so much money I'd lost, hours of time that I spent with her. And it only hit me like after a couple months after we had broken up, and I'd started to get back on my feet from being pressed for a good while.
you and hold on.
Mhm.
You like this is sort of funny to me, but you instead of I guess wanting to be alone and stuff, you went the complete opposite way. You decided to become and we said this in the beginning a man ho.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
That was more just, you know, trying to just fill the spot that I had because I was feeling empty.
Mhm.
And when I felt empty, I didn't really care how I felt. I didn't really care how others felt. So
It
I would just
was
go and get with people just to get with people. Just like, oh, hey, you look pretty cute. You want to get with me?
it
Oh, yeah?
was
All right.
it was a lot of lust and stuff like that.
Yeah.
See, even though I
No.
never been cheated on, and I never cheated on anyone, I do know the feeling of I guess the other person getting bored of I guess me, and that feeling sucks because I guess just like you, I spoiled this other girl as well, and yeah, I ended up having to move, and her saying that I guess even though she liked me and stuff like that, in the end she said that I wasn't it was some in the end it turned out to be some other dude that was her reason of going to school and stuff like that, and yeah, I thought we had a lot of chemistry and stuff like that, and yeah, all that
Yeah.
I I want to talk but then I don't want to talk. It's weird.
Yeah, it's hard to go through that, but you live, you learn. I'm a next one I get, if I do get a next one, I'm
Oh,
gonna
I'm
try and
sure.
not really not really trying to go the same way I did.
Mhm.
Because I had it right at, in the beginning. Because
Mhm.
I felt like shy to kind of like to smother her with the love and stuff.
Mhm.
So I still had I guess my boundaries, if you want to call it that. That's kind of a bad word, but it's only one I can really think of. I had like my limits
Mhm.
until I'd start to get embarrassed and feel, like self-conscious.
Yeah.
So I'd stop. But going on, I guess my limit just rose, but I didn't set a limit for myself, and
Mhm.
I just let that get out of control. And
See, Chink, you're older than me by a couple months. I know you say a year, but it's really a couple months. We're still very young. I know damn well there is gonna be a next one, and I say Godspeed to I guess your next girl. There was this other girl that you were with, right? I guess was it last summer? It was you would like sneak out with friends and stuff, and I guess you were there, and
oh yeah,
yeah, you were in a
uh,
lot of mischief.
I don't really want to talk about that. Gonna be completely honest with you, she fucked me up.
You're good. I wasn't expecting to get into that. It happened. It happened.
It did happen.
Um, let's
Plus, there's
see.
a lot of legal things I can't get into with that. Legal reasons I'm gonna have to ask to skip that question.
Let's go over. See, let's go over your ethnicity. All right. What are you exactly?
Oh God. So my dad is Korean.
Uh-huh.
My mother is native,
Mhm.
and my native mother has a lot of black family. Her father was a black native,
Mhm.
and her mom was like a white native.
Mhm.
And it's like, to be completely honest with you, I don't know what I am. I am a hybrid.
Yeah.
I don't really know how, ethnicities work. Like, I know because my grandma was white,
Mhm.
or white native, and my grandpa was black native. And it's like, and my dad's was Korean. He was just he's full on Chink. Hence my other nickname, Chink.
Cheek. Yeah.
And so it's just like, I don't really know how, ethnicities work and how much, my percentage is. I'm not going to go to ancestry.com, whatever, to
Yeah.
find out. I just know that I have a black part of my family, a white part of the family, a native part, and an Asian part.
Mhm. And you don't really know your dad, right? We don't have to go over him,
Um,
but you don't really know him, right?
no, not really.
And
I honestly, if you show me a picture of him, I probably see him as just another Asian man.
another
Uh,
Asian man.
And once again, this is not racist because I'm Asian, but they all kind of, they got their similarities. I probably wouldn't be able to tell them apart because it's been so long and I hardly know him. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But
You
my
yeah.
stepdad is native, and I know him.
And you're in this tribe, right? This native tribe?
Yeah, I'm a Zuni.
Zuni.
Yes, I'm from Zuni.
Do you want to go over that?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, all the
There's not
stuff
really much
you
to go
know.
over.
Okay, I could cut this out if you want, but you're an atheist, right?
Yes, I think. I
I
don't know.
think.
Whatever Yobani mentioned that one time
The
about,
Stoic?
yeah, where you don't really
just-
care.
Yeah. It's where you don't, you can really care less if they exist or not. You are here now, and that's really is to it.
Yeah, I'm just here. I'm just along for the ride.
But you attend these, like, I want to say meetings to this tribe and stuff like that, you would like drive over to Zuni, and they would like. I remember you told me a story about you getting beat with a stick.
Oh yeah, that's so every man has to go through or every boy I should say. So it's basically like a little thing, it's like a ceremony, transitioning from a boy to a man. That's what it's supposed to mean. And like you can go at any time, and that's why I don't really understand that, you know, transition from boy to man, because you can go at any age. My brothers, they went when they were like older than I was. Like my brother went when he was like almost 18, and my other brother went when he was like 20. And my stepdad told me that he went when he was like almost like 28. But then I know my cousins that have went when they were like 10 or they were like 8. And so basically, like, the older you are, they hit you harder, and they hit you more times. So it's like better to go in as, you know, at a smaller age. But you know, you're a kid. You don't want to get whipped by it's a yucca stick.
A yucca stick?
Do you know what yucca is? Have you ever seen like they were all around New Mexico and like in deserts and stuff. It's like a pointy bush, it looks like. It kind of looks like aloe. Yeah, and it's like real pointy, and they take that and they dry it out, and they only take like these good ones from somewhere, I can't remember where, and they dry them out, and then they wrap it around a stick, and there's a lot of them. And when they get dry, they get like have you ever held a blade of grass and pulled on it like in opposite directions?
Yeah.
And it feels like rough. That's what it feels like, just rough to the touch. And depending on how old you are, and they hit you a certain amount of times on the back, and then you go through this whole. It's kind of like a baptism. I guess that's what you compare it to.
Yeah. do this to everyone, like no matter the gender and stuff like that?
Nuh-uh. They only do it to guys.
Okay.
Because it's supposed to be a transition from boy to man.
Oh.
And women do another thing, I think. I don't know. The guys and girls aren't really supposed to know like the opposite side, so I don't really know the opposite side.
Okay. It's like it's forbidden, right?
Yeah. So basically, yeah, and it is forbidden. Like these parts of the reservation are like you can't go there. If you go there, you'll get in trouble and you'll get fined.
Really? They fine you?
Yeah, they'll fine you. and it's like a certain part of the reservation. It's kind of off reservation, but it's like on top of this hill. And so yeah, I don't know the woman's side of it, and I'm pretty sure most women don't know the men's side of it.
But I'm guessing your mom. I want to say she knows because you get like marks on your back.
Yeah.
Or okay.
Well, yeah. What's it called? But I'm pretty sure she knew. Like she knows like the premise of it. Like, you know, I get hit in the back with yucca, but she doesn't really know like all of the process that went down. Well, I'm guessing. I don't know if she does. She's been alive a lot longer than I have, and you know, she lived there when she was growing up. So, you know, I can't forsake her knowledge because I don't know what's going on with that skull.
So is it just one person whipping you?
Yes.
And do you know this person, or is he like? I guess.
So there's these things called hoo-hoo, and
hoo-hoo.
it's like I don't really know how to say it because I don't really understand it. They're like these beans and there's like a whole story behind them, and there's like different kinds. Like they used to, I think some of the stories were like they'd come take mischievous children from their families and stuff like that. So it's kind of like a scare for kids, you know? Like, oh, you better stop misbehaving or I'll go call the hoo-hoos. and it's just stuff like
What?
to scare kids and stuff. But it's like,
Were you ever scared
I
of this?
damn right I was scared of it.
Did they like show you
Oh,
like a drawing or whatever, or, like a picture?
yeah, and there's they make like kind of like costumes, and because they used to have like this little like parade festival type thing where they would dance through, and there would be like costumes of hoo-hoos, and they do like traditional dances and stuff.
Uh, and when they whip you, like, do you think it's like you're in a room and they're dressed up as a hoo hoo? Is it
Mhm.
like a metaphor to like face your fear or something like that?
Uh, I guess I'm not really sure because I was scared as hell. I really did not want to go. If I'm being complete, I was planning on postponing it for like my whole life.
Did they decide for you?
Yes, they did.
Wow.
My plan was to postpone it my whole life and never do anything about it. But my brothers, yeah, they grabbed me and they took me in the car. And once we were halfway to Zuni, I knew there was no turning back.
And what was going through your head when, like, while you were getting whipped?
Actually, nothing. My mind was just blank. I just remember being there and standing there and just looking straight ahead. And then when they were saying that things were about to start, I just
Hmm.
closed my eyes and I just stood there. And like nothing was going through my head.
You just
I,
wanted
I
it.
talked to my I talked to my brothers about it too, and they were saying that they felt the same way too. There's nothing going through your head.
So you have to be like, like by blood, like in order to like be a part of this tribe.
I think so. I'm not really
Also,
sure.
so not
Um,
anyone can just walk in and say, "I want to become a
uh,
man through your tribe" and stuff like that.
yeah, I'm pretty sure. Never heard of that case.
Oh shit. And how many times did it hit you?
I got hit 9 times.
9 times? Were they like, like hard, like super hard, or
They
was
weren't
it
super
manageable?
hard, but they were hard. They hurt, and they hurt for like a day and maybe a day and a half.
Hmm.
After that, my back was real tender, and it had the marks on it. I actually still have a couple scars on my back. They're fading now, but I
Really? To
still have
this
a
day, they're
couple.
fading?
Yeah, to this day they're still fading.
How old were you when you did this?
How old was I? I was about 11.
Jesus.
Yeah, I was 11, almost 12, and yeah, a couple of the scars are still fading.
6 years. Well, 6-ish years. Damn. Do you think you'll remember this experience for the rest of your life?
Yes, I will. I was terrified going there. I was terrified walking up, but then my mind went blank, and I just took it, and then I left. It's a very bizarre day. I did get to eat chicken after that, though.
Do you see you putting your kid through this?
We'll see. Honestly, I'm probably gonna leave it up to my mom.
Oh, you're gonna have her decide again?
Yeah, cause I know I didn't want to do it, and if it were my choice, I'd be like, I don't know, dog. Hey, if you don't want to do it, you don't have to, dog. That shit hurt. That is scary.
Would
But
they? Would you? I
if it's
guess. Would you like? I guess educate them about like stories like this and stuff like that.
no, I probably wouldn't tell him my story until after he went through it,
Mm.
because that's what they did for me, and they told me that they did it so it wouldn't scare me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Hearing this, like, it sort of like baffles me because like I've never heard something like this before, other than like
Yeah, no.
movies and stuff like that.
It do be strange. It do be strange. I was completely baffled by it when they first started telling me about it. I was like, huh? Wait, what? Is stuff real?
This is only in like New Mexico, right? Or do you think it's
think
like all
so.
around the country?
No, I don't think there's like multiple like Zuni tribes like all over. I think this is just the one reservation. There are a lot of Zunis everywhere because like I have aunts that are like in Washington and whatnot.
Oh, okay.
But no, I don't think they just do it everywhere.
Is this I guess, are you proud to be like a man right now? I guess to their standards. Like, did you left feeling
Uh,
proud? Are you proud to this day?
I mean, yeah, I can go to the tribe and not be called a little bitch. That's always a plus of anything. When you can just walk freely somewhere and not be called a little bitch, that's always a
Yeah.
plus side.
The I guess do you normally go there?
Not of recently. When my grandma passed,
Mhm.
uh, I just we don't really go there anymore. Because that was really the only reason that my mom went
Mhm.
was to go visit, her mom and her brother that lived with them and whatnot.
Mhm.
Because her brother or my uncle used to take care of my grandma.
Mhm.
But then one night she fell and she ended up breaking her hip and she just wasn't
Oh.
able to recover. And so ever since then we haven't really gone to Zuni much. We've just we go every now and then to go visit. We visit like her uncle sometimes or a couple of my aunts. But we only usually go for like a couple hours, maybe a day trip. Just we don't really stay for long because we don't really have anywhere to stay down there.
Mhm.
And when my grandma first passed, we used to go like every couple months, and we used to go clean her grave. But
Mhm.
then ever since COVID started, they closed down the graveyards, so nobody's
Ah.
able to enter or leave, or not leave. Nobody's able to enter. Once you go in, you can't come back out. You live there now.
You live there now.
But yeah, no one's able to go in. So we haven't really gone down since like around
Do
March or
you
February.
do you see yourself going back?
Yeah, I do. I have some cousins down there. I have some aunts. You know, always gotta keep in touch with family.
Yeah. Uh. Okay. We have 10 minutes left. I don't have to drag this on for 10 minutes. So and I've literally ran out of the 6 questions I had in my phone. Uh, for future reference, would you want to do this again? Podcast where we have uh, more life experience and stuff like that.
Yeah, why not? This is
Yeah.
fun.
All the other guests I had said the same thing. Um. Yeah.
We're all on the same page.
Yeah. I'm running out of people to interview.
Do
Uh,
Ramses.
I want to do Ramses. I don't know exactly what to ask of Ramses, if I'm gonna be honest.
Oh. I was gonna say something.
So when did your racism begun?
So when did you become so racist?
Oh shit. I mean, I know that will. Well, I'm always gonna, be playing every day like I usually do. I guess when we grow up, I don't really see myself growing away from video games and stuff like that. But if I do, I know regardless we'll keep in touch. So I guess like let's say 5, maybe 7 years from now,
Mhm.
I could see myself hitting you up and saying, hey, let's do this again. And
Yeah.
yeah, if it's still available, if I have like recording stuff, I would definitely want to do this in real life,
Yeah.
like Joe Rogan,
Joe fucking Rogan.
the jokester.
But we need to get like more people in. We need to
You
get
think
like
so?
Ramses and Labani in too.
Yeah, I'm down for a group podcast. We'll have to.
Yeah.
I guess not focus too much on each other, but I guess
As a
other
group?
things. Yeah, like yeah,
Like
'cause
things
this
as a whole.
yeah, this was just all about you. And actually, I think Yabani is right. I am getting better at this. Since you've done this before at school, how would you, I guess, rate my overall? Uh, I guess. How would you rate this?
I'll give you 7.5 out of 10.
Really? What was I lacking?
Yes. What were you lacking? What were you lacking?
Not enough questions. Did I guess, stutter? Stuff like that. Did I pause a lot? Did I not know what I was saying? Could have asked better questions.
Actually, now that I think about it, taking all that into consideration, I'll probably give you an 8.5.
Really?
It's pretty good. You didn't really stutter much. Stuttered every now and then, but
Yeah.
you know.
You know, as an awkward kid, I'm very unsure of a lot of things.
As what kind of person am I? as that guy.
As a guy. Yeah.
As a guy, yeah. I'm pretty lost too.
Yeah, well, I guess you could say that about like all millennials. We're all pretty lost. But what divides me, you, Ramses, and you, Bonnie, I guess everyone that we know, is that we're not all like millennials. We're weird. We're very weird, and I guess that's why we play together.
That would make sense.
Yeah. If you watch this in the future and stuff like that, and I mean like very on in the future, do you have a message for yourself?
Yo, what up, dog? What it do, homie? How you doing, dog? You need a hug, fool? Shit, dog.
Yeah.
I need a hug right now, fool, but if you need a hug, I'll give you a hug.
My future self probably needs a hug. I'll give myself a hug.
I'll give myself a hug.
Alright, thank you for being a Chad of a guest, you know?
Oh, yeah. Very Chad-like.
And yeah, I guess if you're not our main friend group, I guess thank you for watching, and yeah, I guess on to the next guest.
Baba
And
boo.
Baba Booey, and save.